right. One of the main reasons I came back to Sventastic was because I talked about the other 4 movies in this franchise, so I felt obligated to talk about this one, and I actually held on to this review for a few weeks because I saw it a while back and I wish I could have forgotten it by now, but I didn't. Yo guys, welcome to my review of After I'm sorry. After every After everything. Alright, thinking back about this franchise, I once looked back to my After 1 review. It was still in Dutch, it was still very early on and you could feel it because I still had the main scoring system that I once had. Completely ditched that, completely ditched other stuff I did with those reviews, but hey, they still had something that was genius. And that was me joking about how ass these movies actually were. And for the most part, these movies are completely ass. The first one is ass. The second one is better ass. The third one is completely an unholy brain fart, if you put it like that. It's the worst movie you could ever see. It's awful. And it ends in a freaking cliffhanger. And I really hated everything about it. Then after Ever Happy came out and I actually said for the first time in forever, this movie is bad, but not that bad. Could have been a lot worse. And that's mainly because they tried to write a good story for it. I mean, they did a lot for Hardin in that movie. So I was actually kinda excited to go watch this episode or this series conclude in this movie. Where were they gonna take the love story between Hardin and Tessa after they broke up so heartbreakingly in the last movie? But now they are back. At least Hardin is, because Tessa is not even in this movie. And sorry, I really was trying my best to like as much of this movie as possible because there are some good things in it. But you forgot the main character of your love story in the finale of your love story. Not saying that she's not in it at all. She's in it for the last 5 minutes. When the ending of the movie happens. 5 minutes! The rest of it is flashbacks from movies we've already seen and hated before. What's happening? I don't know how to put this, but how could you forget about the most important part of your fucking franchise? How? I know the story was more about Hardin than it was about Tessa in the end, but still Tessa was the main lead of the first 2 to 3 movies. Where was she? Why am I even getting so angry over it? I mean, it's dumb! Really freaking fucking dumb! Apart from Tessa, because we cannot talk about her because she was not in it, Hardin, he actually did a decent job. The only thing I hated was that for the first half of this movie, he went back to the things that went wrong in the last movies, that he got fixed in the last movies. He went back to them and filled our entire runtime with that. So after an hour, they could finally make amends and finally make a good ending to this franchise, which was not freaking good. And I will do a small spoiler piece in the freaking end because this movie had so much freaking bullshit. One thing I can tell you without spoiling is that I have never seen such an awful wig on someone in ever. The wig was... Okay, I can show you this. No, I can't. Alright, I can. So, if this is Tessa, then this is her wig. Her head was here. The wig was here. Why is the wig there? I'm getting angry again. Oh my god, I need anger management issues. Alright, yeah, this movie was not good. So, what I liked, again, was Hardin's story. I really did not like that they went back and undid some of the things of the other movies to give him a mental breakdown again in this movie. But the things they did with the mental breakdown, they were actually kind of good. And there was this girl in the movie, I think her name was Natalie, but I already forgot it was the girl in Portugal. She was awesome. She should have been with Hardin. She was the best part of the entire franchise. Really loved looking at her because she's gorgeous. Really loved her character because she was just awesome. Sorry. She didn't deserve to be in this franchise. She didn't deserve to be a girlfriend to Hardin sometimes, because poor girl to be in this franchise. Alright, so if that was not clear, I hated everything about this movie. The sex scenes were badly shot. They were not present. Something I discovered with this franchise, which I thought is really interesting, is we all see this as teenage porn, because it's porn in a movie theater and mostly teenagers go watch it, but there's no single boob in it. And obviously, for a male like me, that's kind of sad, but other than that, we still call it soft porn, but we see nothing. That's actually quite interesting, so I gotta give kudos to the movie for that. I don't know what I'm saying. This movie is a brain fart. Not an unholy brain fart, because I still liked some things that they did with Natalie and Hardin, but it's still a brain fart. It's really, really, really freaking bad, and you should just skip this movie. But I am happy that we are now finally done with this fucking franchise, apart from the planned sequel and prequel that are still coming, so it's not over yet, and I really don't want it. Please. Please don't. Alright, are you one of the only ones that actually saw this movie in a theater or on Amazon Prime when it releases? Please let me know in the comments down below what you thought of it. I'm really excited to hear your opinion on it. I want to thank you for watching. Or not. Because why would you watch a review for After Everything? It's the 5th one. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.